I think did that do it? Yeah, it did it. Okay. I'm stupid. Oh boy. It's one of those days today already. And I mean that in like man, that really looks like it's peaking the audio. I don't know if there's anybody here, but if there's anybody here, audio check would be nice. You know, let me know what y'all are hearing. But it doesn't look like anyone's here yet. Fine. I literally just sent out the announcement like minutes ago. So yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm back. Minecraft. I haven't done this in like 2 years. 2 years. Yeah. There's been a whole bunch of stuff that's been added, like the warden and like 2 updates. I think the last time I played was like 1.18, I think is the last time I played. So yeah. Is this the right mic? Is it picking up the right mic? It is. Okay. I do want to apologize if there's any background noise. I do have my audio filtering going on, so it shouldn't be terrible, but there will be some degree of noise. My 3D printer is currently going. All right, let's. Oh, did I not? I don't think I installed any plugins on this server. I don't think I have one player sleep. Hmm. Hang on. I'm just realizing it's been like forever and a day since the last time I've streamed. So, remote desktop service. It's great when you actually do what I expect you to do when I expect you to do it. Okay, plan B. Hold on. Add that one. Oh, it's been a day today. Hold on a second. Someone's at my office door. Give me a second. I'm over here trying to play Minecraft, and my kids have Minecraft swords that they're playing with right now. All right, hold on. I'm just editing server settings because I think I have one player suite. I had it at one point. Oh, all right. Right now, I just want one player sleep. Where is that? What multiplayer sleep? There we go. Give me 1 second, because this needs to be on the server. I'm sorry, this is kind of boring at the moment. I do have a plan of things to do. Well, I say plan, but Sorry, give me one. I'm sorry, folks. Do have it. Okay. Hopefully it won't be an issue. You know what? I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to restart the server just to be on the safe side. Because I forgot to check and update data packs. So I'm just going to restart the server since I realize that there is a version of multiplayer sleep for this version of Minecraft. So we should have the version that's actually appropriate for this version. All right. All right, let me check. What stat sets do I have? All right, bow, unbreaking power, punch, and flame infinity. Man, I had good gear. Not where I meant to go, but okay. That is a good bow. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not friendly towards people, are you? If I'm not wearing gold, you don't like me. Fan-friggin-tastic. Killer armor. Now it's going to be stolen by piglins. All right, how much of my stuff actually... Oh, fantastic. Did you leave me any good gear? You did. Okay, I have a trident. Okay, well... Get my stuff back. Read. All right, there's the one who has the thing that I really want back. My elytra. What the hell? And now he's gonna have like super gear. That sucks. Man, I'm starting off like crap in this news. In this, man, I'm rusty. Man, I'm rusty at this game. All right. That's what I thought. Not that I think he has any of my stuff, but whatever. I'm not playing around at this point. I don't remember what I was working on prior to any of this. I don't know why I have half the stuff in my inventory that I have. Yeah, that feels right. Egg. All right, let's see what. Oh wait, hang on. Will I be fine with a golden sword in hand, or are they going to attack me again, like immediately? All right. I'm safe, but not because of any of my doing. And it looks like all my stuff wound up going right through the portal, so I should be good on not having lost anything. What's up, cat? Yeah, hey, a thing. Twice in the same week, I might add. I streamed on Saturday? I mean, I was only a minute and a half. I was kind of focused on trying to make sure I got all my gear back because I was killed twice by a freaking zombie piglin or zombie hoglin or whatever the heck they're called these days. I was just trying to get my shit back. Wait, hang on. Am I missing? I am missing. I have to check to see why that's broken. Pretty sure I have an auto furnace somewhere around here. What you got, pity boy? Oh yeah, it's absolutely a skill issue. I suck at this game, Cap. I can build farms till I'm, all day long. Doing anything more than farm building? Forget it. I thought I had an auto furnace. Yeah, what you got, pity boy? I'm kind of terrible at this game, so just keep that in mind. Oh, can I give you one? Hmm. I don't know. All right, Cap. I mean, I'll be on for a bit anyway, so I don't know if you're gonna be back on. I could have sworn I did start a slime farm. That's what I was working on. Now I vaguely remember. Um. Here, here's a bad challenge. Go sleep in the nether. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly, I don't know. You kind of got me on the spot like that. Now I can't think of anything to be entirely honest with you. What's up, Meta? I did have rockets. Where are my rockets? Dang it! I lost my rockets. All right. Well, good thing. Good thing this grew. And yeah, Meta, I'm trying to actually make a comeback to streaming. I say that as I nearly wound up bailing on streaming tonight because I got home later than I anticipated, and I would have gotten started much later than I wanted to. I gotta turn down mob volume. Hold on. Options. Man, it's been so long. I don't remember any of. Yeah. feel like I hear a skeleton. All right. Let me drop off some of the crap that I don't need over here. That's entirely understandable. Okay, I think I'm good on sugarcane. And oatmeal in there. Is there any rhyme or reason to these chests? No, it appears not. Alright, in that case then. Logs, logs, logs. Sticks, dirt. I'm trying to refresh my memory of the stuff that I have at some point built in the past. Nice. I haven't played Baldur's Gate. Not for any particular reason, just frankly speaking, not my kind of game, but it's not a one of these like my backup boxes. There we go. That's yep. There we go. I'm trying to remember my freaking shortcut keys. All right. Yeah, I had started at some point building a slime farm. I honestly feel like getting back to that because I like slime farms. I can make pistons with slime farms, or I can make sticky pistons, I should say, with slime farms. And if memory serves, this was a slime chunk. Yeah. Hey, no, I get it. I get it. Like one of my new coworkers is very much into those kind of games, and he talks about them all the time. And I'm like, that's awesome. I have a lot of respect for people who can put that kind of time and effort into a game. Considering I can put time and effort into a game like this, or Satisfactory, which I have like 1,000 hours in, although a lot of that's just the game running. Either way, point is, yeah, I brain farted there. You know, he's been playing Armor Core. He's talking about how he got his son into playing Armor Core. I've been doing none of that. Not for any particular reason, just time. I want a beacon. I want a beacon because I do not want to have to dig out this whole thing manually, but I also don't want to go through the trouble of fighting a wither today. I should really check to make sure that I'm still in a slime chunk. I'm gonna do that real quick. Before I keep going, I'm gonna do that. I'm 90% certain that it's right, though. I need the world seed. Nope. Nope. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. All right, and my coordinates are... I'm at... Where am I? Negative... Negative 1,034 by 46. All right, by negative 175. Negative 1340 by negative 1. All right. So far, so good. I know I can, but all right. So let me rephrase. It's not that I just have to fight a wither. I also have to go through the trouble. Oh no. Wait, maybe unlock. Corner should be 160. Yep. Someone. Yep. All right. The main issue is I have to farm the skulls. That's really the issue that I have. I haven't gotten any wither skeleton skulls, and I honestly don't want to go through the trouble of doing that right now. Because I don't know. I don't even know where the nearest fortress is where I could find them. I'm sure I found them at one point on this save, but I have zero memory of where that is at this point. I don't even remember if I have an XP farm in this, which I'm pretty sure I do, considering I have mending on everything, but I'm still not 100% certain. Plus, in all honesty, going to another fortress, that's something that's fun to do with other people. Me doing that by myself, honestly, not that fun. I enjoy it when I'm streaming, when I'm playing it with other people, whether it be like playing with Cap or just playing with viewers, anything like that. You know, something along those lines where it could be a team effort. But yeah, going by myself, not something I'm really inclined to do right now. Especially because, frankly speaking, I got taken out by a piglin like 5. Thank you, camera, for freezing randomly. I got taken out by a piglin randomly earlier today already, and I really have no desire to try and fight wither skellies, considering I can't even handle a piglin right now. I'm so rusty at this game. So right now, I just want to do a little bit of old-fashioned resource gathering, because I'm going to need some of this stuff for other projects I have in mind. I want to start building things, not just farms. You know, I have the main resource farms that I feel like I need in order to exist in a Minecraft world already. But I want to build some other stuff to go with it. If that makes any sense. Oh. But how you been, Meta? Haven't seen or heard from you in a while for pretty obvious reasons. You know, it's kind of hard to hear from people when I'm not even streaming myself, so... I think I've seen you tune in on one or two of Cap's streams, but I could be wrong. I should have brought torches. But yeah, as for me, I have been... I don't know if you heard the news. I got laid off from my old job. I was working at IBM for about 2.5 years between a temp agency and actual IBM employee. Wait, is that a silky pick? Oh, I guess I only have a silk touch pick. Oh, that's fine, whatever. I got laid off during their downsizing that they did at the beginning of the year, which sucks. It was weird, too. So, I don't claim to be precognizant, but there have been, on a few occasions, times where I have just known things were going to be a thing before they happened, despite no real evidence to yeah, you might have been in for one of my Jedi Survivor game streams, which is the last time I had started playing that after I'd gotten laid off. But yeah, anyway. Okay, that's not dirt anymore. Weird. That's dirt though. So, yeah, I got laid off, and so like I said, I don't claim to be precognizant or anything like that. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be digging out of that anyway. But there have been, on a few occasions, times that I knew something was going to be a thing before it happened. When, like, prime example, I think the best example I can ever give was when my wife was pregnant with our first daughter. I was sitting there in the car one day. I was actually teaching her to drive because her mother never taught her how to drive. So me and my wife weren't even married yet, but we'd been dating for several years at this point. We were having our first kid. She was a few months pregnant. I was letting her drive home. We were on not a major highway, but like the major highway near us. I say the major because it's major for the area, but I would not classify it as like a major. It's not like an interstate or anything like that. It's just the local, oh, you go on this road. It's a highway, you know. Back to full now. So work cut your hours by 20% and made you change shifts. It was like that for all spring and summer. Back to full now and plenty of work, luckily. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm the kind of person, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have a day job. I genuinely get bored when I don't have, like, structure from actual work. So, by the way, I need to do a test real quick. Okay, that's not working. That's working there. Whatever. I'm trying streaming with Restream today. First time I'm messing with it. And I'm actually streaming to my YouTube channel as well, because I'm actually... So, yeah, that's kind of me. I wouldn't get in legal trouble. I would get in financial trouble. And I don't mean that from, like, I would spend all my... I don't mean that as, like, I swear I can speak English. I don't mean I'd be in financial trouble because, I'm not working, I'm unemployed, and therefore not making money. No, I'd be in financial trouble because I would wind up spending my money on something stupid, and even if I had enough money saved up, I would wind up buying stupid shit. That's just a problem. Like, I wind up spending way too much time on, like, Facebook Markets when I have any significant amount of time off from work. And the more time I spend on there, the more shit that I find that I'm like, oh, hey, that would be cool if I had that. Let me see if I could talk the person down. And then I negotiate a lower price, and I go, oh, I guess I can get it after all. Okay. Prime example, yesterday, I got a cookie jar. As an adult man, I now have a cookie jar. It's shaped like C-3PO from Star Wars. I love it. We need to approach this carefully because there's a cave here, which is fantastic because that means less stuff that I have to dig. I don't, though. That's the thing. I love my kids to death, but the last thing they need is to be able to have a way that I can't monitor how many cookies they're actually eating relatively easily. Because that's the problem with cookie jars. Is, like I said, I just get them I got this one literally for the aesthetic because it's C3PO's head. For context, as you may or may not have seen me have these on stream before, but on various Star Wars days, I have worn one of my various Black Series helmets. At the time, I had two. I have a Resistance pilot helmet and a Death Watch. Hang on, I'm turning the brightness up. So I just realized my brightness is way low. Video settings, smooth lighting. Where is brightness? Brightness. Done. Back to game. Okay, that's marginally better for stream. I'm realizing that feels like it did nothing. Whatever. So I wound up getting in the past few weeks alone. I went to go visit my parents, and I have the pro membership from GameStop. So that way, once a month they give you a $5 coupon. So I usually use that towards like a Steam gift card or something like that. And I'll pay $5 towards a $20 gift, or I'll use that for $5 off towards a $20 gift card, and then just get $15. Pay $15 for a $20 gift card. I'm content with something like that, right? So, excuse me, I'm being fat right now. I'm going to need to light that up. I need torches. It's good a time as any to drop off my materials. No, of course not. Yeah, get all that stuff in there. Why do I have a bee nest on me? I don't even know where that came from. All right. But yeah, so anyway, brain farting there again. Sorry. It's been a day. I like my new job, but sometimes my new job can be very mind-numbing. And today was one of those days where it was very mind-numbing. Let's make some more. You know what? Let's make some more torches just so we have them. I don't need this many torches. Anyway, so there was a point to my story. I promise. One of these days, I will actually finally remember the button combos that I have set up on my gamepad. Why do I keep going in the chest? Right. Yeah, you're a box full of torches now. That way I have them for next time. Let's go grab 2 more stacks of charcoal. Anyway, so I'm on my way home from my parents' house because I was visiting my dad, and my dad was helping me with some car stuff. because he's really good with stuff like that. I am not a car guy, so having his help was very beneficial. So I'm on my way home, and I stop at a random GameStop because I was like, oh, hey, it's like the last day of the month. I need to go to GameStop to do the gift card because I can't do it at the GameStop that's close to me anymore because, well, I don't work near GameStop anymore, so I don't really have a choice. This is my option now. So I wound up going to GameStop, and I walk in, and I find that they have a Clone Trooper, one of the Hasbro Black Series Clone Trooper helmets. And I'm like, I have been looking for one of these for a very long time. I've now found one. This is going home with me. That's basically what happened. I said, this is going home with me. This is not staying here. I'm being irresponsible, and I'm buying this. So I did. I bought it. You know, I needed a stack of that stone. I didn't keep it. It's fine. It's fine. There's plenty of stone here to pull from. It's okay. So, I wound up getting one of the Black Series Hasbro, the Clone Trooper helmet. I'm taking down the shield. I don't need it for now. So I'm now the proud owner of one of those. I found out that they're also making a Captain Rex one, and Captain Rex is pretty much my favorite clone. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm getting that soon. So I started saving up my money for that. And then one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, literally like 2 weeks later, I guess maybe not 2 weeks, but like it's actually maybe about 2 weeks ago, I should say. One of the Facebook groups I'm in, it's a Mandalorian costuming group. They start posting that they go, because it's not just the Mandalorian as in the character, but the Mandalorian as in the whole entirety of the show. So they start posting in the group, hey, this store called Ollie's, which is a U.S. store, it's a closeout store, is selling the Trapper Wolf, which is Dave Filoni's character in The Mandalorian. They're selling his pilot helmet for only $30. And I'm like, well, guess I'm gonna get that too. I wound up going through the trouble of trying to figure out where the nearest Ollie's is, and I was actually really pissed. I wound up going out to, I called the nearest Ollie's, and the nearest Ollie's is like, yeah, sorry, we didn't even get any of them. Sorry. Which apparently is a thing for Ollie's. I had never been there before. I had never heard of Ollie's growing up. I had no idea what Ollie's was. But Ollie's is like my new favorite store. Just total aside here for a minute. Ollie's is like my new favorite store. So the store, I wind up calling a store. It's the next closest store to my house. I call them up and I'm like, hey, do you have this? Now, mind you, I say next closest. It's still an hour and a half away. So it's like, it's still a drive. It's still a very long drive for me. I call them up as I'm leaving work and I'm like, hey, out of curiosity, do you have any of these? And they're like, yes, we have like 7 left. And I went, perfect. Can you do me a huge favor? Can you hold them? And they're like, well, we're a closeout store. We're really not supposed to. I'm like, I understand that. I respect that. But please. And she's like, well, why should I? I'm like, because I'm coming from an hour and a half away, and I have no way of getting to you any sooner than that. And I have nobody close to your store. I can't ask a friend for help. Otherwise, I would have done that. And they're like, all right, you know what? For you, we'll make an exception just this one time. Hour and a half. I'm like, yep. So, hour and a half later, I get there. And I'm looking around. I'm trying to see if I can find them. And there's none in the store. They're all sold out. And the woman at the desk goes, are you Borhork? Obviously using my real name. And I'm like, yes. She's like, I am very sorry. I'm like, no. Don't play with me right now. Don't play with me, lady. She's like, yeah, I went on break. My manager sold it. I'm very sorry. I didn't know. The guy who bought it left like 20 minutes ago. And I'm like, you have got to be shitting me right now. She's like, nope. Sorry. Sucks to suck. And I'm just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So, here's the kicker. I wound up calling around to a couple more stores. None of them were near that location, unfortunately. All the other ones were back in the other direction they weren't closer to my home per se, but they were closer to, how do I phrase this? They weren't closer to my home, but they were closer to where the original store that was closer to my home is. So not close, but not far. Which sounds like a really weird way to phrase things. I know. So the first store, the one that I initially called, was about an hour away from my house. The second one that I called was an hour and a half. Had I called this other one, it was also an hour and a half away, but it was a half hour away from the first store that I called. They had something like 20 of them in stock. So I called them up and I was like, hey, out of curiosity, this is what happened. I'm at your location in Bumblefuck. I am about 2 hours away from you. It's 7:30 at night. You guys close at 9. Is there any way you can hold one till tomorrow morning for me? And she goes, well, we're really not supposed to. I'm like, I understand. Keep in mind, I'm at the location over in Bumblefuck. And this is what happened. So I'm aware you're not supposed to. But since they screwed up because they did agree, and the woman here, you can ask her, she self-admittedly said, like, she put it off to the side for me. Torch spam time. She self-admittedly said, like, it's her fault. She put it off to the side. She did not clearly explain it to her manager. It was supposed to be held for me. Accidents happened. Is there any chance you can help? And she went, all right, for you? Yeah, sure, no problem. Since that happened to you, sure. I'm like, all right, perfect, thank you. My wife will be there tomorrow morning. She's going to be there like 10 a.m. She's like, that's fine. I'm here. I'll make sure it's safe. I got you covered. And I went, awesome, thank you, you rock. So I'm now also the proud owner of one of those helmets. In addition to that, I actually managed to get 2 of them. One for me and one for my one of my friends who is like my best friend in the Star Wars costuming clubs. So now I got 2 of them. One of them is currently sitting in box in my back room, being untouched until I see my friend next. Oh man, I just committed a cardinal sin in Minecraft. I just dug straight down like an idiot. At least we're making good progress. I would really hate to be whatever rando person winds up deciding to jump down here. Or not deciding to jump down here, but accidentally jumps down here. Stupid freaking bird. I gotta go find out where this bird came from. It's obviously one of my pets. I don't know where it is or what I can do with it. Let me... Oh, did I not? Oh. I didn't close that off. I need to close that off. Like, this is great that I torch spammed this, but... it needs to be closed. Yeah, all right. So I'm not just a member of a Star Wars costuming club. I'm a member of multiple Star Wars costuming clubs. There's a difference. In all fairness, it's not like it's nerdy and it's about as nerdy as it sounds. But there is an upside to it, or I shouldn't say upside to it, but there is something that makes it a little bit more wholesome. I guess you could say. The costuming club that I'm in is it's a charity club. Basically, what we'll do is we go to events and we try to raise money for various charities, be it something generic like Ronald McDonald House, Trevor Project, but also there's other projects or other things where we've done like local animal shelters. We've done adoption days for both shelters and for kids. One of the counties up near me has an official day a year that they do an adoption day event where the families will meet. The families that have adopted kids over the year will go and they'll have like an actual like formalized ceremony, so to speak. It's a court thing, but it's a kid friendly court thing where the kids are like formalized as like you're in this family, you know. It's a very like structured thing. It's a really sweet thing. So it's a bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, one of the groups I'm in is called Rebel Legion. There's another one that I'm in called Saber Guild. There's another one that I'm in called Dark Empire. Um, Saber Guild is the one that I'm in that does the lightsaber combat choreography. We've actually put on shows. So, oh, that's why I went out there. I needed to get rid of the bird. Forgot why I went out there. But yeah, the Star Wars Costuming Club, it's actually really nice. Um, I mean, in case it isn't like abundantly clear, I'm a Star Wars fan. Hell, my go live notification was somehow Borhork has returned. I'm literally memeing on the Rise of Skywalker, the shirt that I'm wearing. The whole somehow Palpatine has returned. That whole shtick. What level am I on now? 24. We're almost at slime territory. Actually, I guess we're not, because we have to dig down deep these days for like true slime territory, or not the true slime territory, but phrasing is tricky. We have to dig down deeper for these slime chunks because we can go deeper these days because of the new expanded area of the map. English hard. All right, yeah, I want to go see. I think we have an XP farm. I think it's a rudimentary one in the end. We've beaten the end dragon, but I don't know if anyone bothered to build one. All right. Let's go check it out. Here's... All right, where is this end portal? Oh. Do I have a... I have one of these. I remember building this. I remember this. All right, yeah, I have. You a villager breed? What are you? Forget what you're supposed to do. I forgot about that. Oh wait, hang on. Can I fly up there? Oh, I made sure I have an entryway. So presumably. That should do it. Come on. Come on in. Water's great. Ah, music to my ears. All right. Yeah, let's get this pick repaired. Actually, let's get 2 items repaired. All right. 1 item repaired. 2 items repaired. Armor's all repaired. Didn't have any buttons, but I randomly went forward. That was weird. Pick's almost healed. All right, that's done. Yeah? Man, those little piglins. They sure hit. All right, well, that's convenient. I forgot this existed here. Okay, I remember what all this is now. Yeah, free XP. This is sweet. forget what this guy was. Oh, I remember. It's so these guys can have their jobs. Yeah, I'm on Java. I haven't bothered making a drown farm yet. See, I like the piglin farms because I get gold out of it. I get tradables, like more rotten flesh than I can know what to do with. Occasional piglin skull. And then I get tradables. Because then I also have these guys over here. Now, I think if I remember correctly, this is how this works. I don't know. I think I just loaded the wrong chest. Yeah, I did. Whoops. I think that's this one. Yep. Yep, that's that one. Then I get gear off of this. Next time I restart, I'll have to look into a drown farm. Or I may just look into a drown farm for shits and giggles, to be honest with you. Well, that's not a now project. Yeah, that's right, I even have bottled XP. I do remember all this. This is stuff I had worked on off-stream in the past. But yeah, then I get all that stuff. You can see how it's all filtering down. I have the lights set up for it. So yeah, I'm getting a crap ton of lighting updates. So this is not great if you're in here with a bad CPU/GPU. But it's all the free stuff I'll get. These guys, I have them traded pretty well at this point. All sorts of stuff that I could use. This is my emerald farming. You know, it's my red. That's how I get my infinite redstone dust. What's over here? I think you're my backup zombie. What you're for? I have to check to see what this lever system is for again. I vaguely remember this, but I'm pretty sure I have a village. Yeah, up there, I have a villager breeder. So I'm pretty sure the way that this worked was I had a villager breeder. I bring them down into one of these cells, see if they're good. If they're good, I wind up sending them over to here. Like if it's got like if they've got trades that I want. No, I haven't. All right. How do I phrase this? This is the first time I've actually bothered to look into anything Minecraft since pretty much the last time I streamed Minecraft. I haven't been keeping up. That really sucks, because villager trading is arguably the best thing about this game. Oh, wait, hang on. You. No, no. Yes, you're a chicken. Stay in there with the chickens. So what's the nerf? Give me the bad news. Oh, that sucks. Okay, but all right, so this is going to sound. It already seems like there's a way around it. All right, so once you lock in a villager trade, what happens when you bring it out of that biome? So, like, let's say you get like a farmer villager, right? Whatever biome the farmer is normally in, you trade. What level books you can get? I mean, I already feel like they're pretty limited. Listen, as long as I can ultimately still get mending books, that's the one that I really care about. Most of the stuff I can just sit there and, once I get an XP farm going, I can just sit there and farm enchantments. Because here's the way I see it is you go to a village, you trade with the villagers, you get what you want. You can do all the resetting of villager trades to get exactly what trades you want out of it. Then once you do that, as long as it locks in, you just bring the thing with you wherever you want to go. Also, if it's locking it... I should have dumped off my stuff while I was back at base. Also, in theory, like, you could take villagers from a village that's not their main village, bring them to a different area, and then, at least in theory, breed them with others of their villagers, and they usually keep their biome type in another area. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I do feel that that's kind of fair, actually. Annoying, but fair. That one doesn't bug me as much. That would suck, though. Like, you spend hours trying to get a mending villager. I don't know. There is a certain level where, like, villager trades are broken, to be fair. Like, let's actually, like, stop and think about this for a minute. Villager trades, as they are, like, the way that endgame players use them are broken. Let's be fully real here for a minute. It's a race to get mending, and then once you get mending, everything else is kind of irrelevant. You just have your time. The trick is, once you have a few farms under your belt to automatically harvest the resources you need for villager trading, like librarians with the paper trade, it's kind of a cakewalk. That also is one of those things that kind of makes sense. It's one of those, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm a little bothered by it. It's marginally annoying. Like, I like exploiting those things, but from from a certain point of view, it makes total sense. Can you imagine if... Oh, hello. We're getting down to the territory I want to be in. That's not a good sound. Hold up. Crap. Hold that thought. I'm 3D printing, and my spool just ended, and I still have 20% of this print left to go. Let's hot swap some colors. Thought I was gonna have enough. Apparently not. They are, and they are very comfortable. This is how much. Green screen. I have about 3 feet, not even 2 feet, of filament left. Most of this was going to be in the Bowden tube. There was maybe about 6 inches sitting outside the tube. This is the second spool of filament that I've gone through in as many days. I emptied this one yesterday, and I just emptied this one now. I'm doing some big 3D print projects. And I'm kind of like filling out a backlog of stuff that I'm like, I did not want to jump down here. Oh, thank you. Want to dig out more of this around this area first and like dig down there carefully. But yes, they are Pokemon PJs. They are also my favorite PJs. They are extremely comfortable. They have that nice blend of being warm, but not suffocatingly warm like flannel pajamas, but warm enough where they feel cozy. It's a good cozy feeling. But not so much that, like, in the dead of winter, you want to snuggle up under a blanket. You don't feel like it's too much. Too much for summertime, though. Summertime, I almost exclusively just wear shorts if I'm not at work. Alright. And now I know we're roughly about how deep we are. Oh yeah, I started saying earlier about the Star Wars helmets. So, part of my backlog of printer projects is is some helmet hangers, so I can actually mount them to my wall in the rest of my house. Hold that thought. Sorry. I just realized I had messages on Facebook. Alright, is there going to be a safe way to drop down? Maybe this way. Oh, hey, redstone. Not that I'm going to be harvesting the redstone here. Oh, hello. Come on. Yeah. All right, let's break out the torches. Hello down there. Goodbye down there. Oh man, we're getting horde spawning. All right. Now is the point where it'd probably be really beneficial to have a beacon. I think even with my good pick, this is going to be really tricky to dig through. Alright, this should be far enough away that I shouldn't have to worry about lighting up much past this. So I'm just going to light this. I don't care if it's perfect. The size of the slime farm, it shouldn't matter. There we go. That's what I wanted. The size of the slime farm, I'm not looking for like 100% efficiency. I'm looking for decent efficiency. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to be pretty good. Enough. Oh, hello. Sorry, Bat. What was meant for Discord? I would have rather had a war over election. Wait, what did I miss going on Discord? Welcome. Oh. Now I'm curious. What do you mean war over election? Also, I think I'm lost. Just follow my torches. No, those are torches that I torch spammed. Oh, not. That was not from my Discord. Fair enough. Hey, buddy, die. About to say, if something. Elite dangerous. Okay. Alright, this area is pretty well lit now. Go that way. Sure, I could more efficiently place these torches if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm kind of just torch spamming. There's a few spots that aren't perfect. Glowing squid. I'm not going for perfection here. It's an MMO in space. You can own systems in your squad. Okay. Seems interesting enough. Oh, hello. Hello, thank you. Any more? No? Okay. Well, that was a nice little surprise just now. Some diamonds. No, thank you. No, thank you. Creeper over there. Yeah, the only, sad to say, the only game that I've been actively playing for the last while has been a mobile game. I haven't been doing much. Okay. I haven't been doing much gaming, in all honesty. Not for lack of wanting to, just lack of... What's the word? Lack of energy. Like, I've been wanting to stream. It's one of those, I get home from work. Alright, so I didn't stream a lot with my old job, because my old job's hours were kind of crappy, right? I mean, they were great for, like, having a life during daylight hours, which was nice, you know, like, or if I needed to schedule a doctor's appointment, I could schedule something usually like right after work, and I didn't have to miss work or anything, which was great. I could get a full day's work in. I didn't have to miss anything. You know, I didn't have to worry about like scheduling something for like crappy weekend hours where my doctor's visit would be, you know, months delayed if I needed to go see a doctor for something. You know, it was great. New job is an 8 to 5 job. It's a cool job. I wish it paid better, but arguably I could say that about any job that I've ever worked. I wish it paid better. It's a cool job. It's something different every day. I'm getting to work with like actual professional grade test equipment for aligning radio equipment, which is cool. But the downside of this job is because it's 8 to 5, and I'm still used to my job of, you know, 6 to 2:30, meaning I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm still waking up like 4:30 in the morning and then being like, oh, I got nothing to do till I have to leave for work. I have plenty of time to just sit here and fucking do nothing. It sucks. So I'm just sitting there kind of bored, you know, playing, you know, watching YouTube, doing something. It's not enough time to like get started playing a game, because then I'll get agitated that I can't play the game for most of the day. So it's not good from that perspective. But at the same time, by the time I'm getting home from work, you know, job's a half hour from home. I'm getting home at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, depending on if I need to run errands. You know, at that point, wife's going immediately, hey, take care of these things real quick. And then it's dinner time immediately. So there's like no time to do things. So like even today, you know, I got home between having to run. When did I pick up torches? Oh, I have some in my offhand. Cool. I didn't even realize. Yeah, switching shifts is tricky. One of the guys I used to work with went from he wound up voluntarily going to third shift and worked third shift for like 8 months before they were like, hey, we really do need you on first shift because we don't have anyone who knows how to do what you do on first. So he was he was doing third shift like voluntarily, and I'm just like, you are crazy. But then again, he's got like, he had nothing. It was just him, he had some roommates, but it wasn't like he had, like my situation. Like, I have kids. If I went on third shift, that'd be tricky for me. Doable, but not preferable. Although, honestly, I'd almost prefer it to what I'm doing right now. It's just a sleep that would kill me. My issue is, like, right now, like, if I need to take off for a doctor's appointment or something like that, I need to miss a whole day of work to go to the doctor. Just to be responsible and take care of myself. Oh, man, that's gotta suck. Narcolepsy is one of those few things, it's like, I don't know what I'd be scared with narcolepsy, at least from my understanding of it. I could have a total misconception about it. But correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one that causes you to, like, randomly fall asleep, right? Or is that more like how the media portrays it, and I have a false representation of it? So one thing I can arguably say I'm pretty good at, I figured out a way that I can make myself... It does, okay. I figured out how to basically make myself fall asleep. Not necessarily on command, per se, but given being reasonably comfortable, I could probably fall asleep in most places. As long as I'm comfortable. I could sleep in my car, I could sleep... I don't think I could sleep on a train, per se, but I could sleep on, anywhere where I can get, like, actually comfortable. Okay, that's kind of scary. I've had situations like that before. Not so much where I'm half awake, half asleep, but just, like... it's like autopilot with ADHD. There are times where, like, I have driven places and I have no recollection of my trip driving there. It's literally just a case of, like, I arrive at my destination and I just go, how did I get here? That's one of those things that kind of terrifies me, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if you've ever had an experience like that. There were days when I was working at IBM where I would get in my car, and then the next thing I realize, I'm at work, and I'm just going, how did I safely drive here? I don't remember pulling up to the building. It'd be like waking up, or like basically coming to consciousness, like halfway through a drive. Very rarely ever happened. But when it happened, it was definitely freaky. Alright, what level are we at now? Nope, that's not the button I want. That's the button I want. Oh, we're at 2. Cool. There's my house. Alright, yeah, +1 half sleep, I don't think's right. Okay, so that inadvertently brings me back full circle to something I was talking about earlier. So, I don't claim to be precognizant, but there's been a few times where I've just known things were going to happen before they happened and before I had any right knowing they were going to happen. Like I started saying way earlier, when I was teaching my wife to drive, we weren't married yet. We were still dating, but she was pregnant with our first daughter. And I sat there and I just went, this was way before I went back up there not to sleep, but to drop off materials. Let's use this chest. Go. Yeah, that looks good. I'm sitting there. She's driving. She's driving home on a somewhat, like I said, not really so much a major highway per se, but like major for the area kind of highway. So she's driving, and I'm just sitting there going, "It's gonna be a girl." And she just looks at me and she goes, "You have no way of knowing that." I'm like, "You're right. I don't. It's gonna be a girl." Notice how I said she was pregnant with my daughter. So yeah, I was right. We get to the sonogram, and she's going with all these like old wives' tale things about like, oh, it's gonna be a boy because I have these symptoms. It's gonna be a boy because I'm showing like this. It's gonna be a boy because of this, that, and the third. Doctor goes, it's a girl. She just looks at me. She's like, how the fuck did you know that? I also knew she was pregnant way before she told me that she was pregnant. By way before, I mean like a week and a half or so before. She wasn't having any of the symptoms. Me and her, we weren't even living together yet. I was, she had her apartment. I had my place. I was routinely staying over at her apartment, mind you. But she was, I was there probably 3 or 4 nights a week. I had a shower set. I had some spare change of clothes and stuff there, So spending the night there was no stranger. So I'm sitting there, like 2 weeks before. So, this is one of those, like, if she thought she was pregnant and trying to hide it from me, maybe, but she had no idea. She winds up calling me up at work one day, and she's like, listen, I am terrified. I just found this out. But are you sitting down? I'm like, just tell me. She's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, what do you mean? How do you know? I'm like, I just knew. I knew you were pregnant for like 2 weeks now. She's like, I didn't even know. I'm like, yeah, but how did you not know? I just knew. So a few months after that go by, and I just sat there and I was like, you're going to be about a month early. And she just looks at me and she's like, what makes you say that? I'm like, I don't know. I just know you're going to be a few weeks early. She was 5 weeks early. There's been a few times like that where it's just like, when it comes to things like that, I have a policy. It's once is an incident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. And I just find it funny because incidents and coincidence sound similar, but then pattern breaks the routine there. But I had a dream the day before I got laid off at work that I was going to get laid off. There's no earthly reason I should have had that kind of dream, but I did. There was no indication for it. There was, the department I was in, I had gotten transferred to a department. We were doing a lot of work. We had a lot of stuff going on. So there was no real indicators that I was going to get laid off. Things were looking good. My new boss was happy with me. Everything was going good. And then I get pulled in to my, I go into work one day. My boss pulls me in his office. He's like, hey, Tom, like, let me guess, I'm getting laid off. He's like, how did you know that? And I'm like, I was hoping I was wrong, but I knew this was going to happen. So, yeah. There's been other incidents, too. Scratch-off tickets. Way back when. It's just, I don't know. It's too many little things like that where it's like I've had very vivid dreams or something like that. And what's weird is it runs in my family because my dad had that once. my dad had, I swear, like, there's no other way to explain it other than he had a precognitive dream, because the odds of this being likely are slim to none. When he used to work in the supermarket industry way back when, he used to play the lotto on a weekly basis, and he would always play the same numbers. You know, he'd always play. It was like a combination of my birthday, my mom's birthday, and his birthday. It was some combination of those numbers that he wound up using for it. And one night, it was before one of the drawings. He goes, he wakes up and he's like, I had a dream about these numbers, and he wrote the numbers down when he woke up, and they were like playable lottery numbers. He played them, and he didn't win the grand prize or anything, mind you, but he won a few $1,000s where like he had to go to the lotto office to pick it up. He couldn't just redeem it at the store he bought the ticket from. And I've had a few moments like that with scratch-off tickets where I'll walk by a scratch-off machine and go, I need to play this card on this slot now. And I've won a small amount of money off it. Nothing significant, a few $100s total. I think in total I've probably broken even over the years just from random points of wanting to play. But at the time when I don't want to say actively playing, but when I was like working around them regularly and therefore actively playing, I definitely had moments where it's just like, I'm coming back from my break and I walk past the lotto machine to clock back in. And as I walk past the machine, I don't want to say an urge because that makes it sound like a gambling thing. Like I have I go like a gambling addiction. That's the word I was looking for. I don't promote gambling. I think, in all honesty, it's for the most part a waste of money. But that's why I don't put any real stock in this. But there were definitely times where I sat there and I'd walk past it and just be like, I need to play this ticket right now. It was actually kind of funny because one time I did that and I really pissed off an old manager of mine. This dude used to put so much money into the lotto machines. Like, we're talking like, he put probably a good quarter of his paycheck into these machines on a weekly basis. Like, how he had the money for that, plus, like, he was always complaining about, like, how much, his kids' college tuition costs. So I'm like, how do you have the money to do this if you're complaining about this? But you're also then spending tons of money on the lotto. Whatever. So I go up and I had no idea, but I just wound up, I got the instinct, play this card. This is right around a convention that me, Cap, and a few of our other friends used to go to on a somewhat frequent basis, actually. Whenever it came around, we used to go annually. And then they discontinued doing it because funding issues. And the place that they were in was doing renovations, and then, yeah. But anyway, so I didn't have a lot of money that year. I had a major expense with a car, so I wasn't able to afford proper tickets. So they let you get tickets to volunteering. You put like a $40 deposit down, just in case you did bail on your volunteering. They got something out of you. But then you'd also get blacklisted from being able to do volunteering. So my plan was I was going to volunteer so I could get because the $40 was a deposit. If you actually volunteered, you got the money back. If you didn't, they just kept that as the cost of your ticket and blacklisted you from volunteering again in the future, which made sense. I literally didn't have the money to buy a ticket that year. I was going to have to volunteer. So I'm sitting there and I just wind up getting the instinct, play this ticket. And I'm so glad that I did to this day, because I wound up not only winning enough money to buy my ticket, but I won enough money to buy my ticket, buy my then girlfriend, now wife, a ticket, because she was going to be in the same boat as me, and I won enough to be able to have spending money for the weekend too, so I wasn't just sitting there strapped for cash all weekend trying to figure out how I was getting anything. And my old boss just looks at me and just goes, because he's like, oh, you shouldn't have got that one. I just won $20 off of that. I'm like, well, technically each one of these tickets has the same chance of winning as that one. He's like, yeah, well, that never happens. Let's just say I had to go to the Lotto Center that week to go redeem that ticket. Jesus, I already filled up. All right. Well, put away. Here we go. At least this is all going pretty quick. So one thing I'm actually pretty glad about with this. But yeah, realistic dreams can just be crazy in general. I've definitely had my fair share of weird dreams. Hap was here talking, he would have me tell a story that I don't want to talk about. I guess I'll tell you anyway. A long time ago, I used to be on ADHD medicine, and because of it, I had a lot of trouble sleeping. So the doctor recommended that I take melatonin pills to help me sleep. Because I used to have insomnia basically because of my because of the medicine that I was on from ADHD. It gave me insomnia and I could not sleep. It was awful. And I was in school at the time. And you know what? Those zombies are nearby. They're really nearby, aren't they? Oh, oh, that's where they are. Hello. Time for you to die. You too. How rude. Man, there's vines underground? Oh, hey, a wild zombie villager. Bye. Random glow squid. I love finding them randomly underground. I love when the game basically just goes, oh, hey, here's some random foliage and water. Better let squid spawn. Because that makes sense. I should probably go down there and deal with lighting up that area too. Okay, still. Oh, you're back. And now he's dead. Oh, I was going to be down in this area sooner rather than later anyway. I'm going to be digging right through this. Oh, hello. Oh, crap, there's a witch. Why do I feel like a bunch of extra stuff spawned down here? It just mirrors like the difficulty's supposed to be harder here or something. Crap! Crap! Crappity crap crap crap! 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 Crappity crap 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 crap! Crappity crap! Backup gear? Crap! Nothing good in here. Fine. No, I don't want curse of binding. I don't have any more ender pearls, do I? Crap, 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 crap. What do you have? Do you have anything useful? Yes! Thank you! Alright. I can work with this. It wasn't so much the skeleton that got me, so much as there was the creeper that got me a moment earlier. That was what really got me. Alright. Looks like all my stuff's here. I don't care about my levels. Just care about the items that I had. Axe. Food. My ender chest. Spare elytra. Spare sword. Alright. Looks like ultimately I didn't lose anything important. Maybe I lost a couple stacks of blocks or something, but nothing I can't get back. And yeah, the skeletons suck. I was getting ganged up on by skeletons, but it was that creeper from behind that really managed to do me in. Bye. 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 That block. Oh, I didn't know clay could form down here. That might not be from that. That might actually... Sorry, my printer was making a weird noise. It's just... I have my printer running at a stupid fast speed for its model. I've done a lot of printer upgrades over the last year. My old CR10 Mini is a CR10 Mini in dimensions only. In mainboard, it is basically the same as like one of the higher end Enders. I don't know what I just found, but it looks pretty. I just find found diamond. I'll take diamond. Oh. Bastard. Nope. Oh, hey. A wild axolotl! Oh, I wish I had a bucket. I vaguely know where this is. I wish I had the presence of mind to have a map. So I want to come back here and grab things. I want to grab some of these bushes, because they're pretty. Oh! Hello! Hello! How are you doing, Mr. Creeper? Nope. Yeah, that's a good reason to light this up. Alright, I have no more torches now. Alright, let's... I will remember where this is vaguely. And that's good enough for me. That was a bad throw. That was a good throw. Alright, let's go dump off the rewards. I'd say that was actually a pretty good little haul just now. Rockets? Rockets. Need to grab more rockets while I'm up there, too. Alright. We saved our items. We're good. Let me put these somewhere where I can easily find them that's not buried. Oh, I have 2 more stacks of carrots. I'm good on food. Oh, sweet. I got some of the azalea bushes anyway. That's awesome. Another chest. There it is. I got 7 diamond blocks today. That's not too shabby. Alright, I can put this bow away. Those there, put those there, put those there. Alright. We're almost tunneled out completely down. I think. Actually, I have no idea how far down this area technically even goes. I know this is part of the new, I say new, but this is what, 1.19? This is about when I dropped off again. So I guess I did play a little bit of 1.19, but then I stopped, like, very shortly into it. I know this one has the excavation features that they added. What I should have done? I should have done a bad way of digging straight down, fill it all with TNT, and just blow it up. Oh, sweet, more diamond. Really, game? Just one singular piece of diamond ore? Okay. Thanks, game. So stingy with the diamonds. Means in all the digging and a little bit of caving that we've done today, we only have 8 diamond blocks to show for it. I need to use the right pick on it, though, in order to harvest it. So after... I don't think I'm going to do it this stream. I think next time I stream. Sorry, needed to check something. Gold. Yeah, I'm going to do a... I'll try and get as much resources as I can. And just... You know, just actually see what I get after the slime farm is done. See what I actually recouped out of this whole project. Because I still have to dig out... Basically, my plan is... This is just the base. The long-term plan for this is I'm going to wind up digging out these walls, too. This is just for now. The plan is I'm going to dig out the walls. I'm going to dig out the hole. I'm going to hollow out the hole, put a glass roof on the top of it, because I always think that that looks cool for slime farms, and that's usually what I like to do. Once I finish digging this entire layer out, or this entire hole out, I should say. Best places underwater caves. That's good to know, but I mean, like, I found more in open air areas than I have just through straight digging. Granted, I'm really now only at the layer that diamonds will show up anyway, but still, the one diamond that I found, or every other diamond instance that I found, has been, 2 to 3 blocks of diamond. Whereas where I'm at now, I'm at a layer now where there should have been more than just one random block showing up. But no, it's just the one. Just one of those moments where the game doesn't always feel super consistent. Like, as much as I enjoy Minecraft, there are certain things that just like, oh, hey, we changed this thing. Yeah, well, that's not my experience with it. Alright. Alright, see? That's what I'm talking about. Just found another single diamond. Just one. One singular diamond there. That was not exposed to air. That was deep in the rock. But at least that puts us, what, 9 diamonds? Anyways, so I started saying, I keep getting sidetracked. So the plan for the slime farm, I'm going to dig this out down to bedrock. Then I'm going to dig out the center area here, and I'm going to be salvaging all my materials from it, because I'm that kind of lunatic. So once all the materials in the center are harvested, then I'm going to start digging... Then I'm going to start building the actual platforms. I should build a... I do have a super smelter. It is in the nether. I did have one. I remember now. I'll go, I'll start smelting some of this rock soon. But yeah, anyway, brain fart again. Sorry. I'm gonna start prepping some of the material needed to actually, like, dig stuff out, because the long-term plan is, like I said, dig down to bedrock, hollow out the center area, build the platforms in, build the platforms for the collection system on the sides, or I have to dig out more of the collection system, because I think it still goes up to 40, if I remember correctly, is like the height that they'll spawn up to in a slime chunk. So I'll build the topmost floor on 39, I'll build a collection system, and then I'll build an elevator to bring the stuff up from bedrock up to the surface. So we have a slime farm that's actually harvesting materials for us. I will be right back, though. My 9-year-old is giving my wife a hard time, so give me a couple minutes. Oh yeah, that's right, I don't have scenes set up on that yet. Give me a few moments. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, basically my 9-year-old likes to be dramatic. And I love her to death. She is a sweetheart. But, oh, I didn't even realize I just grabbed diamonds. Where, is that just another one-off block? Looks like that was just another one-off block. That's 3 random one-off blocks now that I found. I'm starting to feel like I'm lied to. Oh, here we go. Here's 2. Any more? Nope. The bat? Did I just stumble on a cave or something? Or is that just spawning because I'm this low in the world? 5 plus the 7 we got earlier. Alright, we're doing alright for diamonds today. This is the most diamonds I've gotten in the past year. Sorry. That's a bad joke because I haven't played Minecraft in a year. All I've done in Minecraft was when I had to reinstall everything on my computer a few months ago. So I'm having a weird VR glitch. Anytime I tried to use Steam Link with my Quest, my computer just went no. So I couldn't do. I was trying to do something. I forgot what I was trying to do. There's a game I was trying to play, and every time it would just blue screen my computer. And there was nothing I could do. Standalone VR was working perfectly fine. VR through the Oculus app was working perfectly fine. Steam VR, nope. Couldn't do it. Blue screen. Turned out it was a driver thing, because it was working perfectly fine on my wife's computer. Loaded it up there, worked like a charm. So I was like, alright, well, you know what? Let's go to plan B. Plan B being nuke the computer, start from scratch. So I did that, and that seems to have solved my problem. Doesn't make it any less frustrating, though. You know, I don't like killing bats in this game, but I'm gonna if they keep getting in my way. Oh, sweet, some gold. You know, a useless resource to me that I have no need for. The only reason I even care about diamond is just so I can wind up eventually getting more netherite. I'm just making more armor to have as backup sets in case I get stuck in a situation like that again. So the purpose of bats is they're supposed to spawn in caves. So when you're underground, if you're just strip mining and you're trying to find a cave system, you can hear the bat squeaking to find a cave. I wish they dropped a resource, or I wish like if they got like struck by lightning, they'd turn into phantoms or something. You know, if they are going to be outside, if they got struck by lightning, they'd turn into phantoms. That would be kind of cool. Other than that, though, their purpose is they're supposed to help you find caves. It's the ambiance. Which, I mean, that's fine. Out of curiosity, Meta, do you know what the new world depth is? Because I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to figure out how deep we are and how much more deep we... Negative 250. Oh, man. Minecraft world depth. Negative 64. Its total build height is like 250. Negative 60. So in other words, we're negative 64 is the bottom, meaning realistically we're not going to hit that because I need to be a few levels above that anyway. Look at 40. We got another 20 levels. 37, 47, 57. We got about another 20 levels to go. So I think what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to bang out those last 20 levels. And then I might call it a night. Because I do have work tomorrow. My watch is going to ping any minute going, hey, you need to get to bed, dumbass. You have work in the morning, you idiot. Meta, correct me if I'm wrong. You've played before, right? Obviously, you have. Do you play? I forget if you played Bedrock or Java. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try and take a crack at getting the. There's a way that I can get both. I can get Bedrock to play nice with Java. Like it'll be a Java server, but Bedrock can link in. There's a Geyser, I think is a software. I'm gonna look into that again. Oh, I know where that is. I know where I am. Man, I'm really filling up on materials quickly. Sheesh. Let's take it from this angle. How far can I dig this way before I hit it? Your Bedrock. All right. So Meta, I'm going to look into how to link Bedrock and Java. There's software called Geyser that I need to run on the server side of things to make it work. I'm going to look into it because it's more fun when we can get more people playing. So I'm going to look into that. I know there's a way to do it. Like I said, I ran into an issue with it in the past. Could not get it configured on my computer at the time, but okay, server lag. Thank you. Sweet. 12 diamond. That's a productive day right there. I should grab more rockets. Oh, hey, my other print's almost done. And my one print is past the point where it normally fails. Fingers crossed it doesn't continue to fail. Or it doesn't start to fail, I should say. I'm actually pretty glad that I found this bit of a cave system here, because this makes digging out what I got to dig out that much easier. But, I still got to get covered up for now. Yeah, we got to dig this out. Oh, crap. Hold that thought. Crappy spool of filament I got from one of my friends is all tangled up. Sorry. Crappy filament spool was all tangled up, and it was about to snap. And I don't want to have to do another filament purge this close to my my print being done. It's been running since like 7 a.m. And I have to start it to print another of the same thing today before I go to bed. Well, there's my watch reminding me. You know, time for bed, you idiot. Alright, we need to get that bit cleaned up now. Can I get to it from here? Somewhat. Yeah. Elytra are great, but sometimes ender pearls are still useful to have. Alright. We're tunneled down almost as far as we need to be. -43. Yeah, we're making good progress here. A spave dogfight versus 3 other people? That's awesome. So is it actual, like, controls for dogfighting, or is it more... Like, tell me more about that. Because, like, my experience with, like, games where you can dogfight is, like, Star Wars Squadrons, where you're actually dogfighting with other pilots. And as fun as the game is, I suck at dogfights. So, like, that's my point of reference for games with dogfighting in them. More realistic. Okay. That's all I'm looking for, is just similar. So that's impressive, because, like I said, personally, I suck at dogfighting. Frankly speaking, I suck at most of those kind of video games, to be honest with you. Anything that's like PvP, I'm pretty terrible at. I don't know why I'm bothering to wall this off. I think it's just my own personal aesthetic for now, because I'm going to wind up having to expand this whole area later anyway. Squadrons is one of those games that I need to go back and finish the story on. I might do that on stream one of these days, just because I want to actually finish the story. Like, I know the plot of the game by this point, but that's not the point. If I play it, though, I'm going to wind up playing it in VR. Because, I mean, why not? That game is like a perfect game for VR. I actually got to look and see if there's mods for Star Wars Squadrons, because that feels like the perfect kind of game to be able to play with mods. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Like, there's a reason why, like, I've streamed Halo before. The only reason I streamed Halo was because I was streaming with Cap, because it's nostalgic for me. I don't care for shooter games, personally. But I like playing games like Halo with friends because I'm playing them with my friends. I don't care that it's Halo. Although I do appreciate the futuristic aesthetic. But yeah, no, I'm god awful on PvP. I've always been one of those gamers that are like, oh, that key? And I have to take my eyes off the screen to look at the key, because I just don't have the muscle memory for that kind of thing. I'm more hands-on, which is why, like, to me, I feel like I'd be pretty good. Like, if VR MMOs were actually, like, a real thing, like, let's pretend SAO was real for a minute. I would probably be pretty decent at a VR MMO where you actually are physically controlling what's happening, and you don't need to remember button conversations. Putting a Electon. I mean, I'll take your word for it, because like I said, I know nothing about the game. You could literally tell me anything about it and make stuff up, and I'd have no point of reference. So I have to believe you one way or another. But you've never lied to me so far, at least not knowingly. So I have no reason not to believe you on this. But yeah, having the right counter systems is pretty good. Like I said earlier, one of the only games that I've been playing actively for the last year has been a mobile game. Surprise, surprise, it's a Star Wars game. It's called Galaxy of Heroes. Don't look it up and start playing, because arguably it is just a money pit of a game, realistically. Like, I you know, it's a mobile game, so, you know, it's better than most mobile games when it comes to money pit stuff, but it's still a money pit. I get enjoyment out of it, though, so, like, occasionally I'll put a few bucks into it every so often. but that's a game where matchups matter. Is you know, certain teams you don't want to go against them with certain other teams because you will lose. You need to adjust your teams and your strategies and all that fun stuff. Alright, we got about 10 more levels to go. We have made really good progress tonight, because I was nowhere near close to this the last time I played. How far down are we now? 4 more levels. Alright. Oh, sweet, gold. You know, my infinitely available resource. This is lapis, redstone, and gold are like the 3 items where it's like, oh, hey, that's nice. Thanks. You shouldn't have, game. But yeah, we're getting this done because I want to build a redstone fortress. This is getting to the point where I don't have much else to do. Yeah, Soul 54. Keep on accidentally hitting my screenshot button, and I really don't mean to be. I'm gonna have to remember to ask Cap something after the stream. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a thing now. Armor trims. I have to look into how to do that. I forgot that's a feature now. You find that stuff in shipwrecks, right? Yeah, no, I've seen them. They do look actually pretty cool. That's why I kind of want to look into that. Man, going through this block is really getting annoying. I'll have to look into it. That is not a today thing. Not at this point. Because I just want to try and get down to level 60. And that's what I'm calling it a night. Or negative 60, I suppose, technically. I gotta look into the types of trims. Yeah, banners, but for armor. Yeah, no, I saw stuff about it, but I haven't looked into it. It's just stuff that's come across like my feed online because you know I have having played Minecraft for as long as I have, I still get recommended articles even though I haven't played in like 2 years. There it is. All right, so we're not digging down that low. We're gonna dig here. All right, we're in the home stretch. Never thought I'd be so glad to see Bedrock. I need to get a bunch of ice. I need to get a bunch of ice and a bunch of pumpkins. Next time I stream, I gotta see if I can get Cap to join again. So I can set him to harvesting materials that we don't have readily available yet. Sort of. So, it's not so much with the accounts themselves, it's whatever account is signed in on the Switch. So, like, for example, for my daughters, there's some games that I've only bought for one of them. Like, I think I only bought Mario Kart for one of them. But because I have them both signed in on each other's Switches, it doesn't matter who actually owns the game. They both have access to it and can both play it, but it's only 2 players at the same time. So, like, if you're trying to share with... It's not so much family accounts. So, like, me and my wife, like, I have my Switch that's just my Switch. She's not signed in on it. She's not shared on my Switch account. So, she's SOL on that. If she's not signed in on my Switch and I have a game that I bought that's only on that's only linked to my account, if I'm not signed into the same device that she's signed into, or she's not signed into my device, I should say, she can't wind up playing it. So, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this, so I'm going to try and explain this again, hopefully with better English this time. So I have a game on my Switch. It's linked to my account. If my wife wants to play that game, she needs to be using a Switch that has her account under her account. It doesn't need to be under her account, obviously. But she needs to be on, if she's on her Switch, I would need to be signed in on her Switch for her to have access to my game. I think I also have to be signed in as the primary, like, that has to be my primary device, but I'm not 100% certain on that. You would have to sign in with your private account onto his Switch to do that. Alright, so this is, my project for next stream. So just so we're aware, my project for next stream is I'm going to need to build an ice farm. Doesn't need to be a fancy one, just needs to be auto-replenishing after I empty a device. God forbid I have to... It doesn't need to be auto-harvesting, it just needs to be auto-filling. So I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to be building that. For the record, you can sign in on his device and still also be signed in on yours. You can be signed in on multiple Switches at the same time. Like, I have... Yeah, there's no water, there's no mountains over here because we're in a warm climate. There's no mountains over here that are tall enough for that. But I think my other plan will be I'm just going to build it up at around the same level as my, what's it called? My creeper farm. I'll just build it up in the sky. I'm not opposed to making a sky farm. Alright, so this is going to be the side of it, but basically what I'm going to have to do next is start digging this area out. Is basically what's going to go here. So far, I've only dug out, like, I still need to dig out, like, an additional 3 blocks on the side of it, but I'm not doing that for the whole pit. I'm just doing that for this area. But yeah, my plan for over here is this is going to be where the water collection system is. So I'm going to need to dig this out 3 deep here, and this is going to be another 3 deep that I'm going to have to bring up to, like, negative 40. I don't know why I'm only doing 2 when I know I'm going to have to do another pass. I'm also going to have to build a bunch of iron golems. Oh, hey, sweet. Oh, hell, that's the biggest vein we found. Oh, hello! This is the biggest... This has to be on, like, a chunk border or something. We just got 13 diamonds in one fell swoop. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That just made up for all these hours of mining. We just basically doubled the amount of diamonds that we dug up for the entire day in just that. It's a nice way to finish out this stream. Right? Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I'm caving, and it's not like I'm actively going after diamonds. It's not like I'm specifically hunting them down or anything. I've been having a side project. But considering the amount of digging I've done, considering the amount of... I haven't had to do much caving, but the little bit of caving that I've done, like, I feel like I should have gotten more diamonds for the effort. You know? But... c'est la vie. Technically, this needs to be dug out one more in this direction. That way it can fit the slimes. Yeah, I don't think they want you to strip mine, though. That's the thing. I don't think that's a feature that they want you doing. I think they want you to explore and to cave and do that and go through underwater stuff. I don't know, that's just my thoughts, you know, that's why they have the whole exploration update and all that stuff. I'm not gonna complain, though. I think we got a total of 25 diamonds for the whole day. That's not too bad. Like, it's not great, but it's not the worst. This whole area is gonna have to get dug out. Crab, penguin, or armadillo? I'm gonna have to look to see what the different mobs are going to be able to, like, add to the game. Like, what would be the point of any of them? All right. All right, and we're out. Yeah, 25 diamond. That's not bad for the night. And a decent amount of other resources, too. Plus, there's a ton that I left in the wall. Wait, dog armor? I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm kind of down for dog armor. Alright. On that note, I'm gonna head off. I do have work in the morning. Oh, hey, my other print finished. Cool. Man, I love how he's just came off the bed. And this is supposed to go in here. I need to sand that down more. I'm not gonna, but I need to. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Helmet hanger. It ain't pretty, but it's gonna get painted. But that gets mounted to the wall. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna disconnect because I'm basically done here. I wanted. Yeah, no green screen here. Yeah, so helmet hanger. This goes on the wall. Helmet sits on there. This is round, so it doesn't catch on anything inside the helmet. There we go. But yeah, I have one currently, and it works great. So a little bit of banding issue on this. I'm gonna have to figure out what that's about. Oh, I know exactly what that's about. That's when I ramped up the speed. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you see the bit there kind of looks like stretch marks. I am a nerd. I ramped it up from going very slow and meticulous. I could feel a texture difference. I had it going from very slow to very fast out of nowhere, and man, I gotta see what I can do about fixing that, because it goes from looking real good. Mostly, there's a few spots that don't look too hot, but it goes from looking really good to, oh, what the hell happened there? Nothing a little sandpaper won't fix. But yeah, I'm gonna head out for the night. Meta, it was cool having you here. I'm gonna try and stream again. I think my plan is like 3 times a week. That's like my ultimate plan. So it's going to be either it's either gonna be Wednesday or Thursday. Actually, no, Wednesday. It's gonna be Wednesday because Loki's on Thursday, and I want to watch Loki when it comes out. So yeah. Yeah, I'll be back Wednesday, and I'll probably do more Minecraft stream on Wednesday, or maybe if I'm feeling up to it tomorrow, I might stream tomorrow too. No promises on that, but promise for Wednesday, unless an emergency comes up, of course. But on that note, Meta, thank you for sticking around. Yes, I'm a nerd. Have a good night.